told. But currently, L&T company has sent him Madhya Pradesh for 10 days for commissioning purpose. Yes. So after coming from there, he would go there maybe. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, a lot of people had desired to go, but actually, seeing the feast structure, some people take back that it is too enough to me that I cannot. Yes, yes, yes. I also, but I saw the feast structure that time for 2 years. There was 56 lakhs. So I cannot pay this type of fees actually. If there is any jack working behind this, making admission without tuition fees, only under 5 lakhs. Under 5 lakhs, if there is expenses, then I will try. Otherwise, I cannot make the admission there. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, that amount is covering through a dollar. So the dollar rate is too high. And when it is changes to rupees, yes, it comes a huge amount. Okay, just now he has joined L&T company after completing 1 year. Then he can go. Actually, there was a क्या बोलते हैं उसको agreement. He has signed agreement with L&T company, so he cannot leave it just now. Yeah. Yes, yes. He should take 1 year in searching what university is good, how type of fees is there. Yes, this type of work can be, and also passport apply, and a lot of documentation thing is needed. Mhm. 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 Yeah, yeah. Mm. Yes, yes. After doing 5 years here in India, then he went there. Yes, some process actually after finding universities that type, a lot of process would be na. It would take 1 year to complete. Mm. So not and the other member has joined today, sir. Na- Naveen, sir. Sorry. Yes, yes. In all India, I think in schools are there is holiday. Actually, it has established now last 10 years before.
Good morning. Good morning,
Good
Surendra
morning.
sir.
Good morning, sir.
So you want me to share kind of
Pankaj, 1 minute.
feedback?
Pankaj, 1 minute. I am leaving here to make one person join. I am trying. Yes, yes.
Okay, okay. So first of all, thank you to you and you guys to inaugurate this kind of uh, podium where we can connect to all over world and whatever English we had earlier and right now I'm also feeling going to good track with this confidence and kind of like talking with each and every person with boldness, and I'm sure might be fluency will also going to increase, right? And this kind of exposure, when we connect to the world, people having experience and people is from USA, Canada, America. So it's kind of dream for all of us. And in Mumbai, we are searching kind of people from foreign countries, foreigner. We all wish to talk with them, kind of thing, right? But right now, we are fortunate that to this platform we can connect and we can talk with easily. Kind of a very helpful session for all of us. And really feeling good, feeling very much confidence, and I'm sure we can improve, all of us, right? But really, it's kind of a podium, you know, where connect all over the world now. Very, very important. Yeah, sorry, what? Yes, Pankaj sir, you wanted to share something. You wanted to have any questions?
Hello. Yes, Vivek ji. Hello. Vivek sir, are you getting me? Hello.
Hello, hello.
Yes. Hi, good
Good
morning.
morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Yes, sir. Um, Myself, sir, Vivek Tripathi. I am doing job of teaching in Ram Bharose Pandey Degree College. Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, go.
Yes, yes, sir. I am living in village Sekhui, district Siddharthnagar, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. He suggested me to
Yes,
join
yes.
this group. Yes, yes, sir. Will okay, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Absolutely right, sir.
Thank you so much, Vivek sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much, Vivek sir, to join this session, this podium where we all kind of improvement English with the support of foreign kind of person with help and support. So I'm sure you also feel good for
Yes,
improvement.
sir. Why not, sir? I
Yes,
am
sir.
I am seeing this opportunity long time, um,
Okay.
and this makes me very happy, sir.
Good, sir. Good. So thank you so much, really. And I know, Vivek sir, you know all the parameters for the English, which is for the improvement, reading, writing, listening, and watching, speaking kind of thing.
Uh, Mostly I know, sir, but something sir, हो सकता है, sir. I don't.
So reading, writing, listening, and
Reading writing is
speaking.
perfect. Reading and writing is perfect, but speaking is not absolutely fine.
It will improve while kind of talking with us, talking with each and every person. Right now, if you are in job, so I'm sure in that location there were kind of people which have eager to speak English, eager to know all these things, right?
Yes, sir.
Explore, connect to this globe world. So I'm sure might be one point, some kind of willingness is more important.
Yes,
So if you will, then I'm sure you will be achieve all those things, not
yes,
end
sir.
up.
I will. I will.
So thank you so much, Surendra sir, also to kind of help Vivek sir to improve English. And thank you
Yes,
so much, Pankaj
Yes,
sir,
actually, I
sir.
also.
want to this platform making a broad area. It should be expand not only three or four members. It should be connected with 100 members. So I'm trying my best to connect the people because a lot of people are needed to improve their English, but they are not getting any platform like this. So it is good platform. Vivekji, if you are continuous joining here, surely you can get a good improvement in English. So please continue make this session join and converse with us. Here we all are students, so don't hesitate with others. So yes, my English is poor or not. Here we are learning here, and we are learning from each other. So we can discuss any topic today. Pankaj sir,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
Prem sir,
Yes,
you
yes.
suggest any topic to discuss today?
Okay. So topic you can select kind of education might be.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Why not, sir? This is very important thing
Okay.
for everyone. So this topic is discussed today.
Okay. So Vivek sir, you can say something about education. Why it is important in this you know 21st
Education,
century.
sir, I think education is the power that grow a man to uh, do everything. So at present time, education is essential for everyone, sir. And in education, there are a lot of things that that is improve a man uh, self confidence, their ability, and many more things, sir.
Yes, please continue.
And
Please make your
it's
point.
yes, sir. Uh, Please, sir, indicate me someone. Today is my first day, so I am uh, suffering from some word problem in English, so I can't. explain my thinking. So please uh, continue, sir. You uh, this
Okay, no issue. Hey, look, so we are only are learning.
yes,
So
sir.
don't suffer. Yes, Pankaj please start your point.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Pankaj sir, to giving me opportunity. So rightly, Vivek has said it's more important in that world for that kind of education, right? So education is now I think the backbone,
Yes,
right? Because it's more important, and nowadays you know ancient time it was kind of people is not get into this kind of exposure also, not facilitated by government also, even though right now connecting world is very easy, right? And internet network, you can say kind of various exposures right now there for this emerging people. But the thing is how we are taking advantage, it's more important. I know that earlier I think availability is also very less after 12th or might be graduation, like in the uh, first semester in graduation I got mobile, right? But right now for that good thing is uh, for uh, uh, for the student right now having various exposure, like parent is also supporting them to avail all the such kind of platform for mobile internet, all the things in the 10th or might be 12th, right? Or might be earlier also 8th or 5th standard, right? So 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 it's important that how we are getting in advantage for that. And internet world is very booming. You also right now I think no need kind of teachers by people. A student is earlier it was waiting for कि मुझे क्लास जाना है, then only I can मतलब first please connect me with any class, any college, then only I can then only I can learn anything. But right now for that internet global world kind of YouTube, it's teacher. So whatever in your mind, learning anything, not for the English, not for the uh, kind of any information also, directly connect directly. You can see videos, various videos also still there, right? And right now for the education, it's a very necessary to stand in front of all this that educated people and speaking boldly. And right now why we are emphasize kind of English language, because English is global language, right? So I'm sure you will also have like mother language also, it will Bhojpuri, Hindi, kind of different plus different languages there. But I request all of you, and the world need English kind of language very fast, very fastly. If you have kind of eager willingness to learn as soon as possible, so I'm sure you will be get into kind of benefit exposure to connect the world. And right now education system is also going to improve. Government is also taking initiative, so people is also get into that. And right now kind of privatization is there, so various private institute is also established facility where government schools don't have, right? So people is also knowing important. So not eating food, but getting your like child to school, right? It's first priority. So very very necessary, very very important for right now in this 21st century also. And thank you so much, Surendra sir and Vivek sir. Also, you are also initiated this kind of things earlier.
Okay, welcome, sir. Okay, thank you to everyone. This is good topic, very good topic for discussion. Education is the main thing that is making human to like a human. Otherwise, without
Right,
education, human is like an animal. Human is the thing that made the many things different from other creatures in the world. Human make different. So, and basically, if you are discussing education in India, education ever been most important thing in India, like in Hindu culture. No any other culture had mathematics and science in their religious books. Here in India, you can find out in Vedic science, in Vedic mathematics. No any culture other in the world had this type of text. So it always had been our cultural education system. It is in our culture. Education is in our culture. So we can be a Vishwa Guru if we are taking good education. And now we are expanding in the world. You can find out many companies CEO is from India, because a lot of educators and a lot of intelligent intellectual person are here. So they are going to abroad and they are accompanying their places. So through this education system, we can find out our uh, lost place, lost places, because we were earlier time we were Vishwa Guru. Now we can also become a Vishwa Guru if we are being educated person, good educated. And education system is also improving in India nowadays. A lot of engineering colleges are there, and a lot of medical sectors and improvement you can see. So through this system, through this education system, we can achieve our goals. So education is the most important thing in humans' life that make different from other animals. Yes, thank you, sir.
Welcome, welcome.
Okay, thank you, Sundar sir. You provide us a lot of idea regarding education, and now I want to say something regarding to the topic education. So first of all, I think, as per my view, education is most important role in our society, and this is a big difference between human and animal due to education. I think because without education, all we are as an animal due to continue education, then we see development of our society. The role of education in our society is plays a vital role. Nowadays, we also see that those states, those countries educated in a good way, those countries called developed countries. well maintained countries this type of thing. And those countries education system not in a good way. They are not developed. They are struggling to live the people. So the role of education in our society is very, very good. And we see, if we compare to our ancient education system and nowadays education system, it's a totally different, because we see that ancient time, example, Ram Vasist regarding education. In that time, education system was totally different. Nowadays, means focus means our main purpose was same, but system is different compared to ancient time and current time. But the role of education will always very good. So Prem, you have any question, any, so please say something.
Yes, yes. I have one question for you, Pankaj ji.
Yes.
When that time will came when people will coming connecting from globe,
Yes, yes,
eagerly waiting for those moments.
yes. One person will come today.
So, do you know Sarad sir?
Yes, Sir, sir. I know Sir, sir. Before 2 years.
Before 2 years.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So, really, you think Sarad sir will help us?
Sure, sure.
Help me to connect there, correct
Yes,
place there. Okay, really
yes, yes. Because
good.
during a speech, they told us, no, I know Lok Jha.
Okay,
That's why I find out Lok Jha,
good,
who is
good.
Lok Jha. Yes,
Really, really good, good. I'm very thankful. So,
yes,
Surendra sir
Yes.
and Vivek sir, uh, like yesterday, what is happening with me? Kind of in our in my company, I have achieved 1 crore ka plan, kind of business. You can
Yeah.
say to providing services via loan, loan kind of thing for the personal and home loan. So I have achieved 1 crore, right? So what I think in my mind, if I am achieving 1 crore month by month, so why 1 crore not will be possible for me in my account also will be credit by God mercy. So what I do, I'm working uh, uh, you know after office. So I see kind of lottery shop will be there. So so suddenly suddenly in my mind kind of thing I saw there kind of various lottery ticket 1 crore, 2 crore, 12 crore, 20 crore, right? So so it's kind of suddenly I thought, why not? I will try. If God will think, or God will my luck. So I'm sure I also can achieve. I also can have 1 crore in my account also, right? By God mercy. so so I purchased a lottery ticket also, and I don't want to waste my money more, but only few kind of thing. So per ticket is only 6 rupees.
Yeah.
So I bought six 6 into 5, right? 5 30 rupees the ticket.
Yeah.
So I really pray God, really eagerly waiting for those moment when I will become a crorepati.
Yeah. Maybe.
So, really, I already discussed with my colleague in my office also. Ki, hey man, today I am going to become crorepati. So pray for me. Pray for me. So he said, man, he said, if you give me 50,000 rupees, then I'm sure I will, pray for you also. Like, yes, yes, definitely I will give you. So, but anyway, finally result will, come. I'm not become crorepati. My 6 crore lost there, 5 crore. So it was scenario yesterday evening.
Yes, actually, everyone should buy in his life one ticket of a lottery to check his luck. If my
Right,
luck,
right,
yes,
right, right. So suddenly I have thought in my mind. So might be I have purchased this lottery second time in my life. First time also I have purchased. I am walking by road, so I found that 10 rupees will be there suddenly. So what I think that ki if I will keep 10 rupees right now, so might be this 10 rupees will be forget in future. Might be this 10 rupees into 10 time might be 100 rupees, right? So what I think I same thing like I saw one kind of lottery shop will be there because in Mumbai each and every corner lottery gaming is going on. So I also first time purchased that kind of ticket and result will be there and I make 10 rupees ka 100 rupees
yeah, yeah,
and that time and after earning 100 rupees na. So what I feel that no, this is kind of gaming or kind of no luck. So this is
yeah.
bad habit. So what I do, what I kind of I explain this rupees to eating some special thing in my life. So I explain all the 100 rupees.
Yes, yeah. It should be only once in life because if you are repeating multiple times, you can be addicted person of lottery.
Correct,
So
correct.
yeah,
So do you also have any kind of experience kind of thing, lottery wala thing? Because in
yes.
your
Once I bought a ticket of play-win lottery. Play-win lottery was system of from Sikkim government was it was holding. So once I bought. But never matched my number with with that. I never got any rupees from other side without labor. So I don't believe in this. That is why I never once again never find out, never try to find out extra money from other side. Oh yes, I satisfied with my work because I know I will never get any money without labor. So I never bought any lottery ticket. Once I bought in Mumbai or playing game that was not working for me.
bad luck.
Yeah.
And Vivek sir, do you have any experience? Have you found this kind of lottery fortune?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When I was only 10 years old, uh, I, it kind of game, not lottery, but kind of game I experienced that 30 rupees giving and some numbers are keeping by other side and you match your uh, they give us a paper, a lot of numbers write on them. Then they speak the numbers and you cut down if your all numbers uh, firstly cutted, then you are winning. But a lot of persons participate on them. And I win 90 rupees. 30 rupees only I spend and win 90 rupees. But lottery type system I can't experience. Brianna, but Dream 11, Dream 11, I betting much, but never I will.
Okay. So, Surinder sir, today our topic is education. So, I want to know by you, if we
Mhm.
compare our ancient education system and nowadays current education system, we saw that difference between, as like Krishna Sudama, means in ancient time we see that doesn't matter king's son or general people's son, they were educated as like same ashram. But
Mhm.
right now it's a different. So what's your opinion regarding this?
Yes, actually, in ear- earlier time, in ancient time, teaching motto was to improve moral value. Main thing to improve moral value, how to live in a society, as a human being. But now, main thing of education nowadays has become to improve how to earn money. If you are uh, getting education, uh, for how can you get a money, how can you get a job in company, not focusing government, not focusing for moral value. The such type of education system is not working right now. But earlier time there was education system that focused was totally on moral value. So this type of education is different from ancient time. But you cannot say that that time was not science and mathematics. That yes, that time also working science and mathematics, but main focus was on moral value. On this moral value, they were spreading their knowledge in the world through the all globe.
Prem, you have any idea?
Hello.
Yes, Prem.
So, education, it's really will man make a perfect man, but I'm not have any ideas about that.
No, no, no. I have only one question. In ancient time, we see that king son and general people's son, they educate in one ashram, one rishi. But nowadays we see that difference. Means
Right, right, right.
those
I
people
totally.
richest rich person, and those
Uh,
people is poor people. So
okay.
poor people, family, children or kids went to means only government school and in his near home. And richest person, richest people, kids went to well maintained school college. In ancient time, we can't see this type of history.
Right, 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 right. Totally, I totally agree with you. Right now, matlab in this 21st century, also going on the same. I think so. Because you didn't believe me, right now you also can think about that. You are able to send your children in Mumbai or any metropolitan city, Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, or Chennai, Madras, right? But right now, what is going on for peop- for our country? People having many money, people having richer people. So you can't compare that. Ki Ambani ka bacha is also not also going to the same school where your children is going, right? So overall, you think about parameter for that education right now in that Mumbai. I think various education loan, various with the kind of exposure is there. People who have many money, a lot many money, people in the world. So he is sending your children abroad or giving their children's different facilities, different world connecting. where we can where his children having special facilities or good school or college to boom their career. So right now also is going on in that Mumbai various in the Mumbai people will think about my children will go to the abroad only for the study, and after study all the things he come back here and then survive the world. So it's going on
Yes.
right now. I think
So
right.
practically, we see that the role of money in ancient time, the role of money is ignored by our ashram rishi muni. They think as like
Actually,
this is society.
that time
Society
this
treats.
situation, Pankaj, that time also was different between, like you are, if you are reading Mahabharata, you are looking at Mahabharata, then uh, ashram of king's children was different, and many labor type of workers children for ashram was different. So that time also working different type of ashram was going on. For the king's children was different type of guru, and they were not teaching normal people's children. So that time of situation was also, but on the basis of uh, society, that time was ashram differ behalf of society. Now it is working on the basis of money. If you have money, you can get admission in toppest most school. Your kids can go in topmost school of the country, where Dhirubhai Ambani's child is reading, studying, and many more officials, government officials, children are studying. You can get admission your child's for your child's if you have money. Not it is depend on upon society. But earlier days it was working with as you are labor class, as you are king's child, so you can get admission in other ashram, and you can get admission in other ashram behalf of your society.
No, actually, we see in that in ancient time only king rules. King's rule means those people is kings, his son will king. Right now it's like democratic rule. But I think education system in ancient time was same. If those kids want to learn, they can go and learn.
Yes, story of Eklavya, you have read it, I think. Yes, he was not getting admission in ashram because he was Adivasi, so from Adivasi society. So that time education system was working, no doubt. It is it is our weakest point in our society. It is working in earlier days. From earlier days, it is working this type of work.
Okay. So Naveen ji, good morning. Today our topic is education. So please say something regarding this.
Yes, sir. Very good morning to everyone. And
Good
I
morning.
have
You
just
are looking a sleepy man.
yes, sir. So a little bit work in our first and last month of the date. So I have worked too late and then sleep down. So
Yeah.
sorry, sorry, Pankaj sir. You have also called me, but I am unable to receive the call.
Okay, no issue.
So
It's
now,
our daily routine, Naveen ji. So it will. Okay.
Actually,
Yes.
Pankaj sir is habitual for not picking phone. Many person in the morning are not picking phone, and Pankaj sir is calling to many person. Yes,
Yeah.
this type of thing is going on.
yeah. So, but nowadays you can see now education system. But first of all is generation gap. You can see now in our previous time, everybody study one tree under the tree, one gurukul ashram. All are uh, over there go to mm, and and learn the educations. And after that, he came back in our home. Then he is doing uh, in proper way in Raj. That time the Rajtantra is going on, and nowadays Loktantra is going on. So too much different that time. Actually, right now I'm in Jaisalmer location. So sometime I have looked at here Rajtantra is also going on. Actually, in Jaisalmer, king is also available in Jaisalmer. So if you can see now, he is also established in one of the biggest schools in this location, charted by Australia. You can see now, you can find the Jaisalmer best schools and Jaisalmer historical schools. Then you can see now, he is founder by our king in Jaisalmer. But education system, you can see now कि nowadays totally changed. Our politicians and research persons, kids and children study for abroad, and due to his much money, actually in poor people and bigger people, he has no money, then he is only sent to school for government schools. In earlier, you can see now, uh, in COVID time, in government teacher, he is unable to provide the online classes due to lack of ideas, and due to lack of technology. But even you can see now in private schools, he is provided online classes. Even children, children mane 0 to upper level, and also he is getting more and more money during the COVID time also. So this is the difference between our education systems. And even our politicians and businessmen people send to our kids, yeah, children in private sector school, then definitely automatic all scenario are changes. So this is the little bit deep our side.
Okay, thank you,
Thank
Naveen
you.
ji. Good morning, Himja ji. Today our topic is education. So please say something regarding this.
Hello, all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning. So basically, if we talk about education, first of all, I would like to thanks all of you that today I got an opportunity to express my view on the topic education. So I would like to tell about the education system in India. So what is the education system in current? So what is the current scenario of education system in India? If we talk about, there are so many government sector there where education system is so good, so reliable. Many, if we talk about Delhi education system and the Delhi education model, then the model of Delhi education system is just so good. Even the government, even the government of Delhi uh, tries to give the equal education both middle class and upper middle class mm, and so rich family. They have Delhi government give the education the same. If anyone who is in who send their child in private sector, they they their level, and one who do not send their child to private school. They send their child to government school. They have also a good knowledge. Um So my point is that the all, if we talk about the all state of India, that is not possible. If we talk about Bihar, the scene was totally different. Uh, in Bihar, the government education system is just so dumped. Uh, and the private education system was not so good. So if we talk about the education system of Bihar model, basically the education system of Bihar model is not so good. There are no any prime. If you talk about private sector, the sector was also lost, and was also in the roast condition, and government already in the roast condition, as you all know that. So that's my views on the current education system in Bihar and Delhi. And if we talk about other state, like Bengaluru, Mumbai, and many other, the 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 current education system of all these states are actually good at all. That's all my opinion about education. Hope you all getting this.
Thank you, Himjaji.
Thank you.
And Himjaji, please mute.
Okay, okay.
Namaste, Himanshu ji.
Namaste, Pankaj ji. How are you?
Fine, Himanshu ji. So this is our daily practice. So sorry I
Good,
disturb
good,
you
good.
today. Yes.
No, that's okay. Actually, yeah, this timing is multiple time. It's crashing with my existing
Yes.
meetings, so that's why I'm not able to join some of them. But whenever I will free, I will join. No worries. Thank you.
Actually, all we discussed regarding today topic is education, and
Hmm.
we discussing right now one by
Okay,
one.
good,
Yes.
good, good. Go ahead.
So Prem,
Go ahead,
Himanshu ji
please.
live. All we know that Himanshu ji living in Canada, and they participate in our session time to time for improve our English. Good.
Yes, Himanshu ji, good morning. Please guide us and tell us about the education, what system is going on in Canada.
Yeah, so Canadian education system is little bit different. No, when we talk about the education system is different for kid. Education system is different for master. But I'm coming from India, so I know both the country very well. So I'll give a high level overview. What's the major difference between these two countries? Okay. So in our country, we focus since day one. Yeah. Day one when I'm talking about it's class one. And but in this country, they don't focus too much and they don't give too much pressure to the kid to study and competitive environment. See, his kid did so much, you did this much, and all those things. Yeah, which we used to hear. I think, I believe so. We all had an opportunity to hear this statement from our parents, and we might be passing on to our kid. So that's not the nature here. For until 10th, it's very cool, slow, not fast, and there's not a very, they don't focus on teaching you too many subject. They will focus more towards you able to write, you able to speak. They focus more to allow kids to read. In our country, we read, but we read for just to pass the exam or to get the knowledge, to be honest. Yeah. But in this country, that's not the case. They focus more so kids can learn. They try to build the practice or habit in a kid to reading habits. Okay, so they focus more on that, and they focus more kids should able to write English properly or whatever language they're doing using. They should able to write, they should able to communicate, they should polite, how to speak with other, how to behave with other. They will talk about that more in junior class. And then slowly and gradually when kids will grow, they will get the uh, they will get the sorry, I am getting something. Okay. Okay. Mm, okay. They will get the what they will get. They will get the pressure according to the class. Okay. So until 10 they have focus. If the kid has interest, wherever they have interest, they can focus. There is no mandatory after 10th you should study further. It's all complete your choice. If you want to, if you don't want, you can do whatever you want to be honest. So you might heard about that in foreign country. Very few people's not in terms of percentage. I'll talk about in terms of percentage. Only 20% people go for the post education. Rest of them don't. Yeah. So if you see and if you guys compare, most of the multicultural talents are coming from foreign country rather than India. India is good doing like a machine. If you say this, do this, do this, they believe in government job. They love government job. They don't believe in their own organization, own company, own something. Yeah. So there's a difference in the thought process. There's a difference in the way we think and the way they think. That's all okay because uh, they burn out our old education system, British government, so purposefully to push us back for a decade, and they were able to successful. Yeah. So like that, but when you come here for a master, or if the kid whoever from Canadian or US or anywhere wants to go for master and bachelor, life gets changed. Then they can choose any one of the subject, and then the way they used to practice in school and college junior classes, that's no longer a part. There's a very heavy competitive, very hard syllabus, because those are that's why very few people do the uh, post graduation master degree. Yeah. So far, anyone have any questions? Do you want me to clear out or clarify, or that's okay? Anything?
Yes, Himanshuji, as per my view, our Indian people thinking or life lifestyle and our foreigner people lifestyle. You told us means our Indian people think that if we join as a government job, then our life is safe zone. So maximum people thinking as like safe zone. How to our life is safe zone as like bank FD, not a share market.
Correct. Correct. You're right.
That's why the reason a lot of students also trying 5 to 10 years. As practically we see that for government job, and those
Mhm,
students join government job, they enjoy their life. But those people after 10 years not join the government job,
mhm.
then after they are struggling in private job is also very tough. This type of thing also we see in our society.
Yes. So
So, Himanshu sir, education is totally free in Canada. Is it so? Really?
hello, hello. Hello, hello.
Yes,
Yes, yes,
yes,
sir.
Himanshu.
Okay, okay.
Prem
I
told,
was not.
Prem has a
Yeah,
question.
yeah. Education is free in Canada.
Yes,
Yes, is it? Okay. As but education is free in India as well. No,
yes, government school college is also available in India.
India. Similar case in Canada also. All the everybody send their kid to government school and college. Okay, they will not able to afford private. Only few people will able to afford private one.
Private is also there, right?
Private is also there.
Medical as well as school.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So private is also
Actually,
there.
In India, sir, schooling is only free, not college is free. If you are going to do your degree program like VTech or MBBS, then you have to pay.
No, Surendra sir, but
देखता हूँ नीचे
compared to
जरूरत है
government college and private college, the fees is very, very
या
difference.
सिमिलरली सिमिलर सेम पैटर्न. हाँ, तो मुझे फॉग खाली दे दो ना, तुम्हें फॉग की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. So yeah,
No,
so what I was trying to say, yeah, similar pattern is here as well, but only difference is in India we don't send our kid to the government college schools. Yeah, we don't send our kid to there, but here we send our kid to school,
government school.
government
Yes,
school. Yeah, because why? Because why we want to go in a government job? Because we know that if we don't do anything, still we will get paid. Correct? No one will
yes,
fire us. Job security. But when you will not do your job, like suppose somebody's got placed in the school or college, and if he will not do his job, uh, and then what will happen? Kids will not get educated.
Okay, you're talking about like a teacher's parameter, sir.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, but Indian
It's not
culture is
just a
free.
teacher parameter, it's just a thought process. Like this is the one of the example where if you will not do your job, then that system will not work perfectly. Correct? And
Totally
that
agree,
will
sir.
have a, impact to other system because everything is connected each other. Yeah, like doctor if will not do the service, the person will not get cure on time, then he will not able to do the service which will required for something else, like ambulance driver. He required for the patient to pick up, but ambulance driver is sick and he needs a medicine, and he is waiting for a doctor to come and do the his job, but he is in at home and doing a gardening because he's working in a government job and he's thinking, okay, why do I need to, I'll go after half an hour. Yeah, you can go after half an hour, who will fire you? No one. That's okay, but what will happen? It will impact that patient and that driver, and then that driver will not reach somewhere where it's supposed to be for emergency. That one will get impacted. Similarly interconnected, and maybe someone will lose their life on that day, and that was the only person who is the earning person of that family, and see, everybody will get impacted. So it's a chain. Correct? So we don't think
Right.
in that direction, and that's the difference. What I was trying to say here, like my kid also goes to the government school. I can't afford a private school here. What no? IT
Okay.
means, yeah. So I will not able to afford private school. So I have to send my kid to the government. And when I have no choice, I track my kid growth. I go and talk to the teacher. If he is not getting proper attention and whatever he need, then I need to go and talk. But in our country we don't do, because we know that we don't send the kid to the government school, we send to the private.
Right, right.
Yeah. Any,
it's I
so
think
yeah,
Himanshu, it's a tendency in people, a family mind that government school has no proper education. and every family want to improve their kids. That's why the reason maximum family kids want to only private school. And practically we see that our private school colleges is like business, not a non-profitable organization in India. As per government rule, school college and hospital is as like non-profitable organization. But practically we see that this is a big business right now.
In India or in anywhere in the world, we all are human beings. Okay, if you leave your body uh, sometime, like if you stop doing this practice like learning English, if you stop doing this for a 1 week, next day on 8th day your brain will say ignore it. Brain will start giving you the excuse, ignore it. It's similar type of things. So if we build the culture in our society, with that culture will say, okay, in government job we don't need to work much. To be honest, I will be very honest with all of you. My father was also used to work in government job, and I know that government job, nobody bother about their role and responsibility 100%. They think once he placed, he has a secure life. If he go work or not, maximum what will be happen as a punishment would be the transfer. Yeah, I'm not saying all of them do, but once they enter into that table, although they had a very good motivation initially, later they realize, oh my goodness, he need to be part of that, need to quit. Correct? Hello?
Yes, yes. Tell me,
Yes,
sir.
Suji.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, so that was, so do you have any further, you want to discuss anything else? Do you guys agree with me, or anyone have something else as a view?
First of all, good morning, Amarnath, sir. I'm really fortunate. I'm eagerly waiting for you, especially and Himanshu, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
Amarnath, sir, I'm audible to you? Yeah, so Himanshu, sir, one question in my mind. I found that IELTS exam is very important, right? For that kind of parameter if you plan for that abroad. So, what about that? So is it so tough? We all can't be cracked?
No,
How
no.
do you?
So IELTS actually. Okay. So IELTS have two categories. One categories is for education,
Mansuji, your sound is not audible sometimes. Hello,
and another
network issue. Can you rejoin Himansuji, please?
if you go for
If
education, yeah, about is
Himansuji, you are not audible, so I request you please rejoin if possible, please. It's due to the network
hello,
issue, I think. Yes, Himansuji, you are not audible in proper way.
hello, hello.
Yes, yes, Himansuji.
Are
And
you able to? Yeah. Are you able to hear me now?
yes, yes, now here.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, IELTS is
Namaste,
IELTS has
Amarnath
two
sir.
part.
Yes,
Hello. Yeah, yeah. So I was saying that IELTS
yes,
has
yes,
two
Himansuji.
part. One is for education and one is for employment, and both has different syllabus. And luckily, I had given for employment, and I don't see it's a very hard.
is just a structure practice which we need to follow. That's it. Means if you do the practice for a month, you will be able to crack that one.
Okay.
So now we see Uday Narayanji in first time this platform. So Uday Narayanji, please say something first of all, then we will discuss. Uday Narayanji, hello. Please unmute Uday Narayanji. And Amarnath sir, you are also mute, so please unmute Amarnath sir. Amarnath sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, yes. Namaste sir.
yeah, namaste.
So Uday Narayanji, we see first time you. So please say something about yourself. First of all, unmute Uday Narayanji.
एक मिनट हाँ गुड मॉर्निंग सबगोटा के तो हमरा संभवतः हमरा लगे कि सबगोटा मैथिले छी आई थिंक
Yes, yes. But we are trying to improve our English language. So if possible, then please talk in English. It will be good for us.
नहीं नहीं
यो
हम
उदय भाई की हाल समाचार?
बढ़िया बढ़िया हम इंग्लिश में ओते कंफर्टेबल नहीं छी तो हम
चिन्हलहुँ
मैथिलीए
हमरा
बाजब
यौ।
हाँ हाँ चिन्ह गेलहुँ
Please, Udayji,
हाँ
if
हाँ हाँ हाँ
possible, then please
नहीं
talk
नहीं
in
नहीं, हमरा नहीं
English.
इंग्लिश
We are
आब
trying to.
नहीं इंग्लिश आबैया ओते मतलब नहीं बाजि पाएब हाँ हाँ
I I had invited Uday Babu so that he can popularize this forum also to Mithila Student Union. So Udayji, the idea of this is a mentoring program. Here we are bringing Americans, Canadian people who are living abroad, and Indian professionals, and we are giving Indian professionals, especially Maithil, ideas how to improve their career. And as you know, English is the link language. So we want them to improve first the communication skill. That's number one. Then we also try to educate them how they can come to America, how they can come to Canada. These are the top two countries we are right now focusing on. So this is the charter for this to help Indian Maithil professionals how to improve themselves in India by speaking English. Because if you are a professional in India or anywhere, if you don't speak in English, your prestige is not as good as any other people. So we want our Maithil professionals to be very smart, be on the top. And we have a very strong background in education. Why can't we, Maithil, be very strong speaker of English? So that is the motivation of this is a mentoring group. This has nothing to do with politics. It is just focus on the career development. Okay. So any young man, the reason I invited you is that you are one of the leader of the Mithila Student Union, and there are thousands of students there, and you can discuss this one there that there is a mentoring group. We not only do the politics, we do the mentoring also. If you want to go, young people, young guys, if you want to go to America or Canada, there is a way we can link you with this group, and then you can talk to them. They are experts from those countries who are helping them. So that is the reason I invited you. So you can invite other like-minded people and send them to this forum. Thank you.
बिल्कुल अहाँ सब समझ जाइ छियै बिल्कुल अहाँ सब इंग्लिश में बाजियौ लेकिन हम एक्चुअली हम आंदोलन करै छी मिथिला मैथिली के तो जब तक मैथिल हमर एगो रूल छै लाइफ के अगर सामने वाला अगर मैथिल छै तो हम बिल्कुल मैथिलीए में बाजब हम प्रोफेशनल कोनो बिज़नेस के लऽ कऽ तऽ कतहु हमरा नहि जानल जाइ छै या कोनो भी हम बहुत पैघ प्रोफेशनल अथी कोनो एहन चीज तऽ अचीव नहि केने छियै। जे चीजमे छियै मिथिला मैथिलीसँ जानल जाइ छियै। हमरा लागैए कि एतय सभगोटा मैथिल छी तऽ हम बिल्कुल रूपसँ मैथिल बाजब। अगर अहाँ तब कम्फर्टेबल छी तऽ ठीक छै, नहि तऽ कोनो नहि फेर कोनो आओर मीटिंगमे भेट घाट हेतै। अगर ई मीटिंग के पर्पससँ अगर प्रोफेशनल लोकके जोड़ैके छै आओर ओकरा तऽ बिल्कुल हम एहिसँ निकलि सकै छी, हमरा कोनो ई बातके तकलीफ नहि हैत कि हम एहिसँ निकलि रहल छी ग्रुपसँ। और ठीक छै, अहाँ सब अपन अहूँ सब प्रयास कऽ रहल छियै, करियौ, बिल्कुल करियौ। लेकिन हाँ, हमरा जतऽ कम्फर्टेबल हमर एगो रूल छै कि हमरा जतऽ भी मैथिल भेटत, हम हुनकासँ मैथिलीएमे गप्प करबै। एतऽ हमरा हिसाबसँ सब गोटा मैथिले छथि, जे हम पढ़ि रहल छी जेना नाम। बिल्कुल हम मैथिलीएमे बाजब, अगर ठीक छै तऽ हम कंटिन्यू करब, नहि तऽ ठीक छै।
So why don't you say something? We'll speak in English, but you can speak in Maithili. But why don't you say something about Mithila Student Union? What you guys are doing?
बिल्कुल मिथिला स्टूडेंट यूनियन पिछला 2015 में बनल रहे। तकर बाद मिथिला क्षेत्र के विभिन्न गांव से लऽ कऽ पंचायत से लऽ कऽ प्रखंड से लऽ कऽ जिला लेवल के कई बेर भ्रष्टाचार से लऽ कऽ एम्स के मुद्दा पर, एयरपोर्ट के मुद्दा पर, मिथिला डेवलपमेंट के बोर्ड के मुद्दा पर, मिथिला मखान के मुद्दा पर लगातार संघर्ष, प्रखंड में करप्शन के मुद्दा पर लगातार लड़ाई लड़ि रहल ये। सड़क लेल, बिजली लेल, पानी लेल। तऽ ओहिके बाद हमसब सोचलियै कि ई लड़ाई बहुत लंबा लड़ाई हेतै, कि हमसब रोज लड़ै छियै, कहियो हम एम्स ले लड़ै छियै, कहियो एयरपोर्ट ले लड़ै छियै, काल्हि हमरा चाही मिथिला में आईआईटी तऽ ओहि ले लड़ऽ पड़तै 10 साल। तऽ ई चीज के हमसब कहलियै कि
मिथिला राज्य
हमसब
के
लड़ैत रहबै तऽ
विषय
हमरा सबके डेवलपमेंट नहीं, एक मिनट उहे कह रहल छी, कनि सुनि तऽ लिअ। तऽ हमसब विभिन्न मुद्दा पर लड़ैत सोचलियै कि लागि रहल ये कि एतेक मुद्दा पर, छोट-छोट मुद्दा पर लड़ैत रहब तऽ हमसब जिंदगी भर लड़ते रहब और हमर सबके समस्या के समाधान नहीं हैत। तऽ हमसब डिसीजन लेलियै कि आब हमसब जे हमर सबके पूर्व में मांग आबि रहल छै, करीब सैकड़ों वर्ष से उठल मांग मिथिला राज्य के, तो ओहि लेल हमसब 21 अगस्त के दिल्ली के जंतर मंतर पर करीब 5 से 10 हजार के लोग के संख्या के बीच में हमसब आंदोलन ठाड़ केलिए और आंदोलन के आइ परिणाम छै कि हमसब फिर दिल्ली के रामलीला मैदान में 1 लाख लोग के इकट्ठा करे के मिथिला राज्य के नाम पर 10 सितंबर क हमसब प्रयास कऽ रहल छियै, प्रयास में लागल छी कि ओतऽ 1 लाख लोग इकट्ठा होय। और ओहि लेल हमसब एखन गाँव-गाँव यात्रा के सेहो तैयारी में छी कि हमर सबके यात्रा 26 मार्च से निकलत। तऽ मिथिला राज्य लेल आब लगातार संघर्ष करबै। पिछला आबे वाला 5 साल, 10 साल जते दिन हमरा सबके संघर्ष करऽ पड़तै, हमसब सिर्फ और सिर्फ एखन आब राज्य के ऊपर में फोकस केने छियै और मिथिला राज्य लेल लड़बै। और छोट छिन हमर सबके पूरा एमएसयू के प्लानिंग और पास्ट में की भेल छै से बता देलहुँ। धन्यवाद।
Thank you.
थैंक यू उदय जी।
जी।
Anyone has any question on this subject to him?
उदय जी, यदि मिथिला राज्य पर सेहो कनी चर्चा वर्चा कऽ देबै तऽ और बढ़िया रहतै।
जी। देखियौ, हमसब अपन जे मिथिला क्षेत्र छै, हमसब 3-4 चीज पर देखियौ, हमर सबके मिथिला राज्य पहिले की होइ छलै, राज्य जे बनै छलै ओ कहीं न कहीं भाषाई आधार पर बनै छलै और आर्थिक पिछड़ापन के आधार पर बनै छलै। तऽ हमर सबके जे माँग छै, हमर सबके दुनू माँग छै कि हमरा सबके आर्थिक पिछड़ापन के कारण भी हमरा सबके मिथिला राज्य चाही। कियाकि सब गोटा एतऽ जतेक भी लोग छियै, सब गोटा देखैत हेबै कि गंगा एहि पार और गंगा ओहि पार के लड़ाई छै। अहाँ मगध में सब किछु देखैत हेबै, पटना, नालंदा, राजगीर, गया, एतऽ अहाँके डेवलपमेंट के रेशियो अगर देखबै तऽ हम अहाँ ओकरा सामने में नगण्य छियै। और लगातार दरभंगा, मधुबनी हमसब बाढ़ि से जूझि रहल छी। एगो चीज बताउ कि नल जल योजना छै नीतीश कुमार के, ओ नल जल योजना हमरा सब लए नहि बनल छलै। ओ नल जल योजना बनल रहै मगध के क्षेत्र ले। किया? कियाकि अपना ओतऽ पानि के कहियो कमी नहि रहलै हन। हमरा ओतऽ पानि के सही दिशा में लऽ जेनाइ एगो हमरा ओतऽ के चैलेंज छै। हमरा तऽ ई नहि छै कि घर-घर पानि, हमरा तऽ हरेक आदमी के घर पर कल हैत, ओ कल पर एक हैंडल मारबै तऽ 1 लोटा पानि निकलत। लेकिन ओ चीज छलै मगध ले, कियाकि मगध में सुखाड़ रहै छै। तऽ ओहिठुमा लेल ओ सब नल जल योजना रहै, तऽ ओ बिहार के जबरदस्ती थोप देल गेलै। पूरा बिहार में हमरा अहाँके ओतऽ नल जल के नाम पर बर्बादी भेलै हन, नल जल के नाम पर खाली करप्शन भेलै हन। लेकिन हमर ओ जरूरत नहीं रहे, हमर जरूरत रहे कि नहर तऽ नदी के नहर से जोड़नाइ और गाँव-गाँव में किसान तक नहर के पानि पहुँचेनाइ। हमरा जरूरत रहै कि बाढ़ के समाधान लेल काज होय, लेकिन ओ काज कतऽ भेलै? गंगा जी से अहाँके गया में पाइपलाइन के माध्यम से गंगा जी के लऽ कऽ चलि गेलै। तऽ कहीं ना कहीं लागैया अहाँ पटना में देखबै कि सैकड़ों फ्लाईओवर छै। आइ हमरा ओतऽ के लोग दरभंगा, मधुबनी, सहरसा, सुपौल जते भी जगह देखबै एगो फ्लाईओवर लेल लोग तरस रहल छै। कहीं ना कहीं
But
भेदभाव भऽ रहल छै
but
बहुत।
nowadays but nowadays we see that Darbhanga airport is also open and yeah, Uday.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल सर, दरभंगा एयरपोर्ट तो चालू भेलै हन, लेकिन ओ की कंडीशन में छै ई ककरो से छुपल नहीं है। आइयो ओतऽ प्लास्टिक के कुर्सी यूज कयल जाइ छै। कतेक संघर्ष केला के बाद हमरा सबके चालू भेलै, और ई हमरा सब पर कोनो भी बिहार सरकार होय या केंद्र सरकार होय हमरा सब पर खैरात में नहीं देलकै हन। ई ओहे एयरपोर्ट छै जे भारत के प्रथम राष्ट्रपति के उड़ै लेल अपन फ्लाइट देने रहे, जैसे ओतऽ से एरोप्लेन से ओ जाइ छलखिन। इहे मिथिला के एयरपोर्ट छै, और कहीं ना कहीं हमरा सबके खैरात में नहीं देल गेलै हन। हमर सबके पहिले से चीज रहे ओहे चीज के देल गेलै हन। लेकिन आइ स्थिति अहाँ देखबै कि पटना, गया सबसे ज्यादा हमसब इनकम दऽ रहल छियै भारत सरकार के, लेकिन आइयो हमर एयरपोर्ट के हाल अगर अहाँ देखबै तऽ अहाँके प्लास्टिक के कुर्सी पर बैसऽ पड़त एयरपोर्ट पर जाकऽ। तऽ बहुत बेहतर हाल नहीं छै। 2 गो से 3 गो फ्लाइट देने छै, ई चीज के डेवलप कयल जा सकै छलै, लेकिन नहीं केलकन। पैसेंजर के कोनो कमी नहीं छै। पटना एयरपोर्ट के बचबै लेल ई एयरपोर्ट के साथ एखनो अन्याय भऽ रहल छै। एकर जगह जे अलॉट छै ओ जगह के एखन तक नहीं देलकै हन। एतऽ ISL लाइट कहै छै ना, ओ एखन तक नहीं लागि पेलै हन जे राति कऽ फ्लाइट उतरि सकै। कहीं ना कहीं दिक्कत छै, एहन नहीं छै कि एयरपोर्ट बनि गेलै। ओहो में एखन बहुत सारा समस्या छै, लेकिन ओकरा नहीं कऽ रहल छै। एम्स के मुद्दा 2015 में घोषणा भेल रहे, और आइ तक ओहि के संगे संगे जे गोरखपुर एम्स, देवघर एम्स सब फंक्शनल भऽ गेलै, लेकिन आइ अपना ओतऽ ई तक क्लियर नहीं भऽ गेलै कि एम्स कतऽ बनतै। तऽ एहिसँ दुर्भाग्य की हैत।
जतेक भी चीज छै ने सबके एकेटा समाधान छै, मिथिला राज्य। उ यदि जे बनि गेल मिथिलापन, तऽ फेर ताहिके बाद कोनो भी तरह के कोनो भी समस्या खास कऽ अपन, चाहे वो जॉब के लऽ कऽ रहे या कोनो भी चीज के लऽ कऽ रहे।
मिथिला में अभी कोई कोई नेता नहीं है क्या? मिथिला से कोई लड़ते नहीं है क्या?
मिथिला में बहुत नेता है सर, बट सब जो है ना वो मिथिला के ना रह करके कहीं और के हो जाते हैं।
हाँ, तो
देखिए
फिर कल क्या गारंटी है कि सब होगा? यही तो हम कहना चाह रहे हैं। एक दिन सब हम लोग
बट
ह्यूमन बीइंग हैं, और हम एक दूसरे का ही, मतलब हमारे घर में
उदय
खाना
जी,
सफिशिएंट
मतलब
है,
अभी
हम भी
देखा जाए
मिथिलांचल
तो
से।
काफी इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर वर्क आपके मिथिलांचल के लिए चल रहा है। मतलब एक्सप्रेसवे
उदय बाबू किछ दियो एहि पर में टिप्पणी अपन।
हाँ बिल्कुल, देखियौ अहाँ सबके कहनाइ सही छै कि काल्हि के की हेतै ओकर अहाँ सबके ककरो नहीं पता छै, और मिथिला के नेता की कऽ रहल छै ओहि पर बात भेलै। देखियौ की छै ने कि मगध ओरिएंटेड बिहार सरकार छै, ठीक छै। अहाँके पटना में ओतऽ ओकर केंद्र बिंदु छै, और ओतऽ से डिसीजन होइ छै। हिमांशु जी तऽ लेफ्ट भऽ गेलै, जे सवाल केलै तो सुनबे नहीं करता। हुनका एक बार ज्वाइन करऽ दियौ, फेर संभव जे रिज्वाइन करता।
एक्चुअली कंटिन्यू
Actually,
कर सकते
Uday
हैं।
ji,
जी जी।
all we know that English is our international language,
Yeah, I know that, but
and due to
sometimes
lack of English language,
Okay,
but I
first
know that.
everybody has time because I think it's beyond
yes,
time
yes,
now.
we have 25 minutes, sir.
Okay, so if you have time, okay, Uday Babu, I'll take over from there. Okay, so I'll explain
Yes,
to them with uh, as you know, I got involved with the Mithila movement in 1990. Let me give you the history of the Mithila movement.
Okay, sir, I will be proud to
Yeah,
believe
so
you.
I'll start from there. You know that in Darbhanga we had our Mithila Raj, and Kameshwar Singh was our Maharaja of Darbhanga. And in 1947, if you compare the economic situation of India, Bihar was the fourth developed state in India, and Mithila was even higher in uh, than the what is now. Let us start calling South Bihar and North Bihar now. So we are basically North Bihar. So North Bihar status was better than the South Bihar at that time in 1947. Then what happened is that Sri Krishna Singh became the chief minister of Bihar, Sri Krishna Singh was a Bhumihar guy. And Bhumihar population in Bihar is along the Ganga River on both banks. So, for example, some in, let's call it in Begusarai or Bhumihar, and then Samastipur, like that. And on the other side, Mokama, Munger, all those areas, Patna, like that. So, when Sri Krishna became Bhumihar, he was a very caste-based politician. And if you look at the political MLA MPs list of 1940, 52 was the first election, but 1937 was under British, there was first election. You will see that more than 40-50% of the MLA and MPs initially were all coming from Bhumihar caste. Okay, so uh, and Bihar caste has more population in South Bihar than in the North Bihar. They are spread in the current South Bihar everywhere. So basically, naturally, and they were economically very strong group. They had the money. They were highly educated in Patna, and they were Gunda type people also. So they had Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga, all Vardhan of all three Bhagavatis to them. So basically, that is, he twisted his arm, and he didn't allow even anybody from the North Bihar to flourish in the leadership of the Congress party. So unfortunately, we didn't have any strong leader in 50s from North Bihar. Okay, and Sri Krishna Singh was very dominant. He was the chief minister until 1962. So for a long time, he was the chief minister, and he was very close friend of Nehru. He used to call Nehru by his name, Jawahar. Jawahar. The reason was that in the 1942 movement of Gandhiji, Bharat Choro, they all had worked together very closely, and that is the connection they had. So they know each other very well, right from the early start days of the independent movement. Okay, so after that, we already in the 10 years of government, we completely fell behind. North Bihar fell behind. And then basically we couldn't catch up. That was the thing. And but anyway, since everything goes down not in a day, it goes down gradually. So whatever the sugar mill, paper mill, all those things, Darbhanga Maharaj had established airport, everything started going downhill. But even up to 60s, or you can call it up to early 70s, it was running on the decline, but running, like Patna newspaper, Indian Nation Arjabat, probably you guys have heard, but I have used those newspaper. So that was the only newspaper from Bihar published for a long time, and that was by Maharaja Darbhanga. It was right at the Exhibition Road there. Those of you are familiar with Patna. So this is what happened. And uh, in the 50s, there was a Kalyani Congress in Calcutta. There, when the 1956 around 55, when there was a South, they started a movement that we need language-based states from Madras presidency. When that movement picked up, that was the first state movement, strong state movement. Then some might tell Janki Sharan Singh was one of the MLC or MLA. He led the effort, and then they wanted to go to Kalyani Congress meeting, internal annual meeting, and present the plan for the state to Congress, and especially Jawaharlal Nehru. But Sri Krishna Singh got them arrested at Asansol railway station. The whole delegation was arrested because BC Roy was the chief minister of Calcutta, and they all were friends. BC Roy, Sri Krishna Singh, Jawaharlal Nehru, and so that was our first really marking point in our history for the history of the movement. And after that, groups started working, and here and there, just like it was more of a social movement happening. Never happened it on the ground. So that was the situation. We had a few groups here, few groups there. They would do Mithla Samaro, Vidyapat Samaro, all these kind of things, and they would talk, but really nothing happened. In the meantime, in the 80s, the government changed to Now, after JP movement, now we went from bad to worst hand. Then these Jatiwadi groups, they took over the Bihar. Lalu Prasad Singh became the chief minister, and then later on Nitish Kumar, and they were very casteist politicians. They wanted backward, forward, and all those kind of things, as you know. I don't have to explain. And in that process, uh, uh, they they realized that again we have to continue that policy of Sri Krishna. We should not allow any leader from the North Bihar to grow in the politics, and keep them subservient. And since we North Biharis were divided, that's exactly what happened. We didn't have any good leader coming from the whole North Bihar who would fight for North Bihar issues. They were happy to have the photo session with Lalu Prasad or Nitish Kumar and all that. And that's going on even right now. We don't have any leader. So basically, once these two guys took over, we completely got ruined. Whatever we had, the little factory here and there, they got ruined. And basically now, these two guys have converted us at the colony of the Magad. So this is the situation right now. So Mithila Student Union is the very first group of young people who are really bringing the movement on the forefront and on the ground. And that is why uh, I was like what you call table talk or Mithila movement before, movement participant. So that's what most of the people were. Everybody I knew, like Jackant Misra, table talker. I started Mithila Rajya Sangharsh Samit with him, and in 1966 to 1988, I did a lot of padayatra with him into Mithila district and Madhubani district in two trips of mine. In 98 election, we were planning to uh, get at least two MPs to stand the election. Like one was he, Jakant Misra, and other one was I think there was some Pasman. He was a professor, and I went for that to see if they can run the election. But at the last moment, Jakant Misra said that no, right now people are not ready, and there were political change. If I'll become a vote katwa for the BJP and all that. So we didn't go too far on that one. So uh, so far, in the very long run, movement just kind of focused on Maithili, never on Mithila. Now we are doing this one, and which is a great thing. So we all need to support because our families are there. Mithila Student Union is doing great job. I have given him few advice, whether it is up to them for my 30 years of observation. And I had great talk with Uday, and but I'll repeat for all of you in very short. Number one, if you put yourself in Bhagalpur, Munger, Patna is next door. You have zero interest in coming and to have a capital in Darbhanga. So if we dream that Mungeri and Bhagalpuria will join us in the Mithila state, wrong. I have my Bhagina in Bhagalpur, and he says that we are Angika. Why should we come to Mithila? So uh, mm, what happened is that if you show the map of the Mithila, which is nothing but the 1931 census. There was Abraham Grierson. He was a great Maithil scholar. He was British, but he was posted in many places in Mithila under British government. So he asked people that to do the report that Maithili your language. So census happened in 1931. So people of wherever they were, they all reported Maithili. So that's fine. So based on that census, if you go, uh, we have Maithili speaking people. After that, there was never a linguistic census, so we don't have any other records. But 1931, so basically what happened is Dr. Jaykant Misra and who is the other one, Dr. Dhanakar Thakur. I worked with both of them. And they, when we started talking about Mithila state map, they basically copied the Maithili speaking people of 1931, and based on that they created a map, and that is the map which is right now in circulation. Okay, but and it was established somewhere in 1995. And at that time I had no much study of the situation. I was just a young man in America, and I was basically just got involved, just like many of you are getting involved right now.
Yes.
Once I started studying deeply the situation, linguistic and all that, started reading, then I realized that there are two things happening. First thing is that the people of that area, Munger, Bhagalpur, all that, they are very close to Patna. There is a caste combination also very strong, and so they have affinity to Patna. Why should they leave Patna for Darbhanga, which we don't have anything? People like to upscale themselves, not downscale, right? So there is no interest, and there is proximity, so they will not join. So I have advised them that you guys should revise your map and keep yourself to the north of Ganga only map. And if you go at the historical map, the first time Mithila is mentioned in the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, and the map is given is in the north is the Himalaya mountain. So that perspective, even Kathmandu is yours. And then western border of Mithila is, there were 16 Janpad. Mithila was one of them, known as different names. Bide, sometimes Bajji, sometimes Mithila, Tirhut. These are the four names of the same region. And geography of that one was, in the north is the Nepal, south is Ganga, east is Koski River, and west is Gandaki River. So any area in between these four boundaries were called by four names: Bideh, Tirhut, Mithila, and Bajji. Okay, so these are the four ancient names. So second thing, I had told them that we should not care, we should pluralize all four names, because government, these guys, Patania guys, Magahiya, they have created that, hey, Bajika is a different language from Maithili. So, and of course Bhojpuri is in the west part. We have already lost Champaran now to Bhojpuri. It is because they have more relations on the western side, because they are more financially stronger than the eastern side. So normally, you try to have the marriage relations wherever is financially better people. And in that process, more and more relation happening over the time for last 200 years on the western side. And so slowly we lost Maithili speaking Champaran to Bhojpuri group, and now that is already speaking Bhojpuri. So when right now we have to show it on the map, but definitely when Mithila state movement happen, Mithila state will happen. It will not be alone. There will be a lot of other states to be created, and so that time, we'll have to negotiate whether they will stay with us or they will become part of the Bhojpuri speaking. But definitely, we want Muzaffarpur and Hajipur to be part of us, not to anybody else. Now, so that is the second part. Now, the third thing comes Maithili. We don't want to say that we want a state for Maithili speaking people. The reason is that Maithili is not spoken by all the population of Bihar, and we have become Dubhasya. And Hindi is equally important. We speak at home Maithili, but Rajkaj ki bhasha is Hindi in Bihar right now. And so, and we know most of us are living outside the Bihar. We have become a migrant community. We need Hindi. We cannot do away with Hindi. So I call it that we want both language. At home, we speak Maithili, Bhojpuri, Urdu, Bajika, whatever you want to call it. But our school, college, Rajkaj is done in Hindi, and Hindi is our language. Vidyapat is taught in Hindi in the master's and PhD level. We have contributed a great, just like any other part. I mean, if you compare the South Bihar compared to South Bihar, we have more literary scholars in the North Bihar who have contributed. I can just give you the name of few. You have already heard the name of the Fanishwar Nath Renu. He was a great story writer. There is Nagarjun. We know in Maithili by Yatri, but Hindi he is known by. And on top of everybody else, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, hmm,
Yes,
who
yes,
was a
yes.
great poet. Everybody know him in all over the country. I'll tell you some stories about him. I was one day reciting a part of a poem of Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, Rasmarathi in America, in IBM meeting. I mean IBM, tea coffee time, and suddenly a student of South, the first line, as soon as I said, one what was that? The line was Chama sobati us bhujang ko jiske paas garal ho. As soon as I said that, the other guy from the South completed the line, and if I remember now, उसको क्या जो दंतहीन दंतहीन विषविहीन सरल हो, something like
Yes,
that is
yes,
the second line. I
yes,
was
yes.
shocked. So Ramdhari Singh is so much popular in all over India still. Okay, so the point I'm trying to make is Hindi is, we should not say that Hindi is not our language. Hindi, Maithili, and Sanskrit. In all three languages, we have one of the tremendous contribution than any other region you compare. So, so, so I propose them that since we have a diverse population, all the public meetings and karjakram you guys should do in Hindi rather than Maithili. Yes, if you do in Darbhanga, Maithili, Madhubani, fine. But what about if you do in Muzaffarpur or in Champaran? Should you do it in Maithili? Then if you do in the Maithili, there will be great uproar on that one. So we should not do that there. So that is one of the recommendation. Third is the most important thing is that why we need Mithila. Our cultural is not a problem anymore. Maithili, we have already got all the way to Sahitya Academy and blah 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 central government. It is not going to become a language of UNO. So Maithili has already got in to the top height wherever possible. Of course, now it is the execution part that we want, like in the middle school, high school, all those. But uh, people level, we are always going to be Bhasya. I mean, how many of you would like to completely switch to Mathli? Think about yourself. I am not going to do that. My thing is that at home, with my family, I speak in Mathli, but outside, I speak in Hindi, and I consider both of language mine. Just like in Europe, if you go, European people have almost everywhere you go, they speak at least two, three languages. They're very comfortable in neighboring countries' languages. If you go to France, everybody speaks English and German. If you go to England, most of the people will speak in French and German. So this is very common in Europe. We have to be like that also. We should always focus on Maithili at home, Bhojpuri at home, Urdu at home, Hindi outside, and then English as a link language, and Sanskrit for Hindus and Muslim Arabic. That's for the religious purposes. So we should not now anymore focus on the language politics. We have already got Maithili, whatever we established, but only we have to be careful when we communicate. So that is about the language politics. Now comes the most important part. Why we want, this is my point. We don't want Maithili for any region other than one thing. The North Bihar is geographically, what is happening is, now I'm going to put my engineering hat. you know what is happening is, what is the flood? The flood is nothing but you have the Himalaya mountain range, and then all the water from the Himalaya, when in Barsat, and then when it melts, they become the river, and then it is slope. You can think about the Himalaya is at 29,000 at Mount Everest, and by the time we come to Sitamarhi, Madhubani area, it becomes flat. So that slope becomes zero, right? So, uh, so all the waters from the seven rivers, when they enter Bihar, basically most of them are entering Bihar. Now, suddenly they uh, they reach the flat region, and where they go, they all go to Ganga. Okay, now Ganga has a limited water carrying capacity to take it to the ocean. um, so and we never clean Ganga. As you can see that if you go to the summertime, I went a couple few times. Every time I see that uh, the dirt is everywhere, nobody cleans Ganga, right? So even the Ganga's water carrying capacity to ocean is decreasing year by year. Okay, so
Yes,
Ganga cannot carry water to ocean fast enough, and then unfortunately the temperature is every year increasing, so there is more water coming because the ice which never used to melt now is melting in the summertime, and they become part of the river, and now we get the water. So water inflow is increasing every year, and water outflow through Ganga is decreasing every year. And that is why our flood situation is worsening year after year. It's not becoming any better. Okay. So, what is the solution then? Our solution of the problem is that in the Nepal itself, it has been well demonstrated by America and China now. We need to create series of dams and shields, lakes there to control the water, and then gradually release the water as needed uh, uh, to the uh, to the rivers, all the rivers, and then also we need to interconnect the water like underground Ganga, bring the rivers to the South Bihar and connect it to the other rivers of Jharkhand, UP, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, and all that. This is what need to happen, and this is that is the only control. Once we do that, then what will happen? That it will be we will have the flood control. We will have enough electricity. We will not have any more wetland. Bihar will not become wetland, so it will become a dry land, North Bihar, and then we can start industrializing it. Until that happens, nobody wants to set up an industry in Bihar, North Bihar, when you know that for the 6 months you cannot do anything. All your iron machines will rust if you start anything. So that's why nobody is interested in putting any industry. Most of the machines are iron based machines or material based machines. If they go into the flood water, they will become useless. So that is one of the reasons why it is not industrializing. So three things will happen. You will have water control, water management, you will have enough electricity, and then you will have no more wetland. It will be a dry land, so that now it can industrialize. Once it industrializes, then it will create you the job, give us the job opportunities and everything, and then development will start. So this is like you're calling about 50 to 100 years project. Now, what is the problem? Why we are not doing it? So the reason we are not doing it is not a new thing I'm telling. If there was a uh, hydrologist in 1950s, BK Rao, he was a minister also. He already proposed all this plan. But politicians in India, they didn't allow this to happen, this project, because this is a very, I mean, when you, first thing is that you have to do this project with India and Nepal government, right? So both have to agree, and both agreed. So what will bring Nepal to the table and what will bring India to the table? The only way this will happen is that Nepal will say that, okay, I'll give you the land for this project. And India government says, okay, I'll give the money for this project. Okay. So now comes that, let's say that both government agree for this one. Now when government goes to get the money, there is a problem because this is a very heavy investment. And then politicians, India is divided into 5 zones. We have north, we have west, we have south, we are east, and then we have northeast. So these are the 5 political economic zones, whatever you call. So so when somebody says that, okay, let us take this project, uh, then it is going to cost so much that central government will not be able to provide money to other zones as much as it is giving it now. So it will drain all the money for this project. Okay. So this is what is happening. That imagine that if you have 100 rupees on the table, and there are 5 people trying to get that 100 rupees, little of 100 rupees right now. uh, they are getting, like, let's call it about 10. North zone is getting 12, west is getting 15, south is getting 20, east is getting only 5, northeast is getting 3. This is the division right now. I'm giving you an example right now, how the money, the GST collection happens,
Yes,
how
yes,
that
sir.
how that money is being right now uh, distributed. Now, if you tell that, oh, suddenly east zone needs to get 50 rupees from that, wow, that raises a lot of questions. So this is why it is not happening, that central government is not able to focus on spending money for this project. And our politicians in Bihar, they are not also asking for that we need this project. So to make this happen, we need our own state, so that our chief minister of Mithila or Tirhut or Bajji or Bide, that will be his or her exclusive job to work with central government and Nepal government and get this project done in next 100 years, so that at least our future generations will be okay. So
Yes. Yes,
this,
yes, sir.
this is my thought on
This is
this.
my thought on this. Sir, I completely agree with your thoughts, sir. And I'm proud that sir, you enhance our knowledge, sir, regarding regarding Mithila and Mathli.
Yes.
Well,
Well,
yeah, if you start reading, you will get there too. I also started reading in 90s, as I said. Before that, I didn't know anything. And
And
suddenly, once initially I got involved with Jackant and stuff. In 1992, um, Lalu Prasad Yadav had come here in New Jersey. So we had Bihar Association had given a party in his honor, and then we all went there. And I had organized a meeting to debate with him on the Maithili issue because he had removed Maithili from the Bihar Public Service Commission at that time. So I had talked for half an hour with him on that subject in the big meeting where there were 400-500 people, and I debated with him that why you have done, because he started his speech in Bhojpuri. I said, look, you already started speaking Bhojpuri right now. Why you are asking the Maithili speaking people to shut up and not speak Maithili? Uh, that is how I started my speech debate with him. So allow them. If they want to speak Maithili, if they want to take their exams in Maithili, let them have that position. Why you, which is already established, why you are disturbing it? But you know, he has branded that Maithili is a language of only Maithil Brahmins. Unfortunately, and the Maithil Brahmins are also responsible for that, because I have heard many complain that when it comes to like giving the Puraskar for Maithili language in Sahitya Academy and whatever organizations they have, they always select a Brahmin for that, which is very sad. If you do that, then naturally their claim is right that Maithili has become language of only Maithil Brahmins.
Yes, sir,
yes,
completely agree.
So you have to take same thing. I educate them, these guys, that look, if this movement is not going to be successful if only Mythil Brahmins fight for this. You have to get involved, everybody. You have to respect, and like people are already asking question that, hey, this is going to be for Mythil Brahmins and all that. I said, how can that be possible? We will have an election. Everybody will have a vote. By vote, people will decide who is going to be MLA MP, and Mythils are not anymore in numbers. So they are not even the 5% of the population. How can they become MLA MP? So we it is completely false. So these guys, you guys can help them. They need to create a database where the questions, when it is raised by opposition of Mithila state, we can counter it with data. That is what I also told them, that you guys need to have. So give me the students who is
sure,
PhD
sure,
students.
sure,
I want
sir.
to give like, I want 10 students in economics, political science, sociology, history, and I'll give them some scholarship of like, let's call it 25,000 rupees each, to do a research which is Mithla oriented research in all those areas, and make the case. Ultimately, see, this is what we have to do. We, who most of us, we are not in Mithla, but we can help. We can help generate the data for these students who are fighting there, so that their fight can become more effective.
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's what it is. So at least you guys, so you support. And then
Sure,
third
sure,
thing
sir.
is that we will keep talking on this one. And then
Yes, sir.
other thing is that we have to bring more students, like engineering college students are the most potential students in engineering science students, and educate them that, hey, there is a opportunity for you guys to go to America. It's not a big deal. You can go. It's possible. So let's popularize it. Maybe you guys should kind of, if you go to Muzaffarpur, go to the engineering college, or send them the letters if you know the students, and they can join. If few students can join, then slowly they will pass the word around. And because I see a tremendous opportunity for the students to come to this country, United States, which we are not utilizing in any field, including even Sanskrit. There are many universities here who have Sanskrit program. People can come and do the PhD in Sanskrit, talking about history, geography, social sciences. I mean, you name it, business in any area you can think of, and uh, definitely for PhD students, you like people who have done already master or say post. Graduation work they are doing in Darbhanga or in Patna or in Delhi, they can easily come to this country, do the PhD, and become professor, college professors, blah blah blah. There are so many
Yes,
opportunities in this country.
yes, sir.
All right.
Mm,
Okay.
this is
Good.
our motto. Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So.
Thank you, sir. Thank you
And
so much, sir,
All right.
for being there
I
and
will also
enhancing our
try to talk
knowledge.
with Sarad sir.
Yeah. Are you guys
What's
going to
his
have a
plan?
meeting tonight?
Yes, we will
Yeah.
try, sir, and I will confirm you, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Thanks.
All
Thank
right.
you so much,
Okay.
sir. Thank you so much,
Okay.
sir.
Good
It's
morning.
nice to
Okay. Bye
talk with
now.
you, sir.
Bye.
Sir,
Bye,
are
sir.
you on LinkedIn, sir?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.